Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Saturday, December 17, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. And make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Los Angeles Clippers vs Washington Wizards. This spread could change dramatically based on who the Clippers wind up having available, but I cannot back Washington right now. The Wizards are not only riding an 8-game losing streak, but they have only covered the spread once during that stretch. They have also won and covered just once in their last 7 games against Los Angeles. The Clippers are not going to be as shorthanded as they were on Thursday, and they have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games, even with that loss. They are going to improve with their key players in the lineup, while Washington's defense is going to continue being too much for the Wizards to overcome. Take the Los Angeles minus 7.5 points. The Washington Wizards are averaging 110.8 points on 47.2% shooting and allowing 113 points on 45.8% shooting. Bradley Beal is averaging 22.9 points and 3.7 rebounds, while Kristaps Porzingis is averaging 22.7 points and 2.7 assists. Kyle Kuzma is the third double-digit scorer, and Rui Hachimura is grabbing 4.8 rebounds. The Washington Wizards are shooting 34.2% from beyond the arc and 76.9% from the free throw line. The Washington Wizards are allowing 37.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.4 rebounds per game. Our second betting pick is over 220 points. San Antonio Spurs vs Miami Heat. Miami won their 3rd straight as they won both games of a back-to-back set on the road by edging Houston Thursday night. The Heat got to the .500 mark on the season as they improved to 15-15, pushing them to the top spot in the Southeast Division by half a game over the Hawks entering Friday. Against Houston, Miami was even after the opening quarter before outscoring the Rockets 37-23 in the second to take a 14-point halftime edge. The Heat saw their lead sliced to 1 after 3 quarters, pushed their lead back to 12 with 5 minutes to play, and survived as they went scoreless the rest of the way. Miami shot 44.3% from the field, including 16 of 47 from 3-point range, and overcame a 51-40 beating on the glass. Tyler Herro led the Heat with a career-high 41 points in the win. For the year, the Spurs are 27th in the league in scoring offense, as they average 110.2 points per game on the year. San Antonio is 24th in rebounding by grabbing 42.6 boards a night, while they are 4th in the league in assists by handing out 27.3 dimes per contest. The Spurs are 30th in the league in scoring defense, as they give up an average of 120.4 points per game. Keldon Johnson leads the team with 21 points and 5.3 rebounds per game this season. Devin Vassell, 19.9 points, Jacob Poeltl, 12.9 points, 9.9 boards, Tre Jones, 12.6 points, 6.6 assists, Josh Richardson, 10.7 points, and Doug McDermott, 10.5 points, each are valuable secondary options. Zach Collins, Keita Bates-Diop, Blake Wesley, Jeremy Sochan, Romeo Langford, Charles Bassey, Isaiah Roby and Gorgui Dieng are other rotation pieces for coach Greg Popovich. San Antonio is 19th in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 46.3% from the floor on the year. The Spurs are 20th in threes per game as they connect on 11.4 triples a night, while they are 23rd in three-point percentage by shooting 34% from beyond the arc. Both teams have had their ups and downs this season, though one leads their division while the other is tied for the cellar. Miami has won 3 straight games to get back to the .500 mark, and they knocked off both Oklahoma City and Houston on the road in the last few days. The Heat may be logging their 3rd game in 4 nights, but they seem to be getting healthier, which can only help their rotational depth for this game. Meanwhile, San Antonio saw their 3-game win streak snapped, and they have major issues on the defensive end of the floor as they are last in the league in scoring defense. Look for Miami to take advantage of the Spurs' issues and put this one in the win column to get over the .500 mark. Our first pick is Miami Heat -7 points. The Miami Heat have won 4 of their last 5 games, and they are currently riding a 3-game win streak, with hopes to extend that when they take on the Spurs for the 2nd time this season. In their last outing against the Spurs, the Heat suffered a heartbreaking 115-111 loss where Jimmy Butler, 30 PTS, 2 Reb, 4 AST, 68.8% FG, fought hard to keep his team in the game. Tyler Herro also had a strong outing, earning 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting 50% from field goal range. As a team, Miami shot 48.1% from the field, 38.2% from beyond the arc, and 71.4% from the line. In addition, they earned 32 rebounds, 26 assists, 5 steals, and 3 blocks. Without the Miami Heat being healthy and rested, I don't expect this to be a high-scoring affair, especially when having to rely on the Spurs offense to score most of those points. Without Miami's main scoring players, this game will stay below 221.5. San Antonio is averaging 110.2 points per game, while Miami is averaging 108 points per game, so with this alone, I don't expect this contest to be high scoring at all. In their last matchup, the total score at the end of the game was 226, however, that was with a healthier Miami offense. Without Butler and with Herro suffering an ankle sprain, the Heat's offense will look weak and won't contribute much to the total. The Spurs' offense isn't explosive enough to cover what Miami can't score. Our second pick is to take the under because Miami will likely be without key scorers. Houston Rockets vs Portland Trail Blazers. The Portland Trail Blazers are currently in 5th place in the Western Conference standings as they trail the 1st place Memphis Grizzlies by 3 games. On offense, they are scoring 112.6 points per game, and they are shooting 47.8% from the floor. This is the 16th most points scored per contest and the 9th highest shooting percentage in the league. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Blazers have an adjusted offensive rating of 114.9, which is the 6th highest rating in the NBA. Anthony Simons has continued to lead the way on the offensive end of the court as he is scoring 23.7 points per game on 44.8% shooting from the field. Portland has also shown that they have multiple players that can step behind the arc and make it rain. They are shooting 39% from deep, which is the 3rd highest 3-point shooting percentage. The Trailblazers are also shooting 77.6% at the charity stripe, which is the 21st highest team free throw shooting percentage in the league. They can't miss out on these free looks at the basket and still expect to win these games. The Houston Rockets are currently in 15th place in the Western Conference standings as they trail the Grizzlies by 10 games. On offense, they are scoring 110.2 points per game and they are shooting 44.4% from the floor. This is the 26th most points scored per contest and the lowest shooting percentage in the league. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Rockets have an adjusted offensive rating of 110.4, which is the 26th highest rating in the NBA. Jalen Green continues to lead the way on the offensive end of the court as he is scoring 21.8 points per game on 41.6% shooting from the field. Houston has also shown that they struggle to shoot from behind the 3-point arc. They have only made 33.7% of their shots from deep, which is the 24th highest 3-point shooting percentage in the league. They struggle with pressure in their face, and they have had more success attacking the basket. The Rockets have also slipped up at the free throw line consistently throughout this season. They have only knocked down 78.5% of their shots at the line, which is the 18th highest team free throw shooting percentage in the NBA. I am going to ride with the Trailblazers, and I am going to lay the points, -3.5. They are the better team on the offensive end of the court, as I see them consistently outscoring the Rockets in this game. According to dunksandthrees.com, Portland has the 6th highest adjusted offensive rating, and they have the 3rd highest three-point shooting percentage. The Rockets have struggled to consistently contest shots near the rim and on the perimeter, as they will allow the Trailblazers to find open shots throughout this game. The Trailblazers will take advantage, as they have the 9th highest shooting percentage from the field. They are a good shooting team, and Lillard has been impressive since returning from injury. He will stay hot in this one and carry his team to victory. Houston is only scoring the 26th most points per game, and they have the 26th highest offensive rating. They will continue to struggle on the offensive end of the court, and the Trailblazers will slowly pull away. The Rockets are also allowing the 20th most points per game, as they won't be able to slow down the Trailblazers. Portland is the better overall team. Our 1/80 angle pick is to take the Trailblazers and lay the points, -3.5. The under is also the way to go here, as Portland will likely play at a slow pace while Houston's offense has struggled this season. The Trailblazers are 13-13-2 in hitting the under, but on no rest, they are 2-3, while Houston is 14-14 in the under. Meanwhile, Portland is playing at a pace of 99.4, which ranks 25th, while the Rockets are playing at a pace of 100.3, which ranks 22nd. Both teams like to slow the game down, and against each other, it should be a low-scoring game. Along with that, in Portland's last 10 games, the games are averaging 234.7 ppg, but they were playing good offensive teams which Houston is not. In the Rockets' last 10 games, they are averaging 228.9 ppg. This will be a much slower-paced game than these two are used to, so take the under here. Our second pick is to take the under here.